My name is Gary Wagner, and I want to welcome you to my website. A little background about me: I've been an entrepreneur for pretty much all my life. I started out in my teenage years as a landscape custodial engineer. Now, for those of you that might be in the desert and don't recognize that term, or someplace else, I basically cut yards for a living. But I was self-employed. I've only had one job that I really had to report to anyone. Now, I've worked for people before, but I was always in a managerial capacity or some form where I was, where I call the shots, where I was making the decisions. I was the one that was ultimately responsible. So it easily led to, owning my own business and being self-employed. And as such, I look for opportunities. I look for what's the trend now. What does the market need? Where can my services be best used to help other people? And the online business, the online marketing, the online social media marketing, um, keeping in touch with people with personal touch through online sources is really where I focus and where I really enjoy things. I've been doing websites probably for the last 10 years now, and really good at search engine optimization. I've got dozens and dozens of sites that are ranking in the top 10 and on a lot of keywords. So we're very good at search engine optimization. But that's taken a turn in the last year, because now it doesn't just mean it doesn't just matter that you have a website. Now you have to have a website that elicits action, that creates a call to action, that makes people want to do something. Call you, pick up the phone. What good's a website if nobody calls you? So now we have to focus on what does your website say. But not only do we have to do that, it used to be you had to be found in Google. Folks, that's not the case anymore. Your branding, your personal identity and branding is far more important now than your Google ranking. People are finding you on places that a year ago didn't exist or were very popular, but now are critical. Places like Facebook and Twitter and LinkedIn, places like the social media sites, social bookmark sites. You need to have a presence out there. You need to have a brand identity. And that's one of the things that I help you work with. Another thing that I'm passionate about helping people is help people create a relationship building tool. You need to develop your personal relationships. You need to keep in touch with your clientele. You need to let them know they're appreciated. And so that's a critical piece of what I try to do. So that's a little bit about me, and I appreciate you coming to my website. Take a look around. You'll see a lot of different things that I have to offer. You'll see a lot of different services. A lot of things are free. If you want just a consultation, you want to talk about anything that may be going on and see how it applies to your business or to your life, contact me. I'd love to talk to you. The contact information is on this page. So welcome to my site. Feel free to come back and send your friends. Thanks.